Hello everyone, it is Kaiju Stuff here, and today we are going to be doing my first video of a specific franchise, and that would be Pacific Rim with the shrikethorn kaiju from the film. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this really, it's not really I wanted to do it, but I feel like we've been doing too much Godzilla stuff, and yeah, sure, we've done some Ultraman, and I'm eventually going to do some Gamera, but I feel like I should be more diverse and do some actual kaiju. Just different properties that involve kaiju. So, we're going to be looking at this today. So, let's just start with the box. Okay, so the box is actually really nice. I actually do really like it. It's made by Tamashi Nations, which is weird, because it looks like a Bandai vinyl, but once again, they're made by, technically, Bandai, but I find it weird that it looks exactly like a Bandai vinyl. It's got a very nice picture of Shrikethorn, or Shrikethorn. That's its name. I'm not too into Pacific Rim. I've watched all their movies, but I've only watched them once, and it was like a couple years ago. So I'm not too up to date, really. And they haven't really made a new movie in like 6 years anyway. Anyway, so we got Shrikethorn, Kaiju, and probably the Japanese name. Here's this 2018 Legendary, because this came out a while ago. I actually got this at, oh god, what's it called? You know what? I'll edit it in. But Barnes and Noble. I don't know why that took me so long. I got this at Barnes and Noble, and usually Barnes and Noble is obviously a bookstore. But I went into the section. It's like kind of like a Lego section. Not really a toy section, but they had this, and it was like a lot of money. I don't remember. I just remember saying, like, wow, that's a lot of money for this. But I knew I wouldn't really get anywhere else, so I kind of just picked it up. Under here says choking hazard, ages 15 and up, legendary. And then up here says Solvi spirits, and then some Japanese stuff. And then we got Pacific Rim Uprising. I don't know why I added an S. But it's also my favorite Pacific Rim movie. Here we have a frontal, I guess, image of the figure with Pacific Rim again, and some Japanese characters. On the back, I actually used to have all of these, but now I no longer have them. Because I sold them at garage sales. Because once again, I'm not really too into Pacific Rim, but the movies aren't bad. They're actually pretty good. Here says the ones that you can battle with, and there is this kaiju, and of course these, which are the SH Monster Arts, or I guess SH Figure Arts Pacific Rim robots. Here we have a pretty nice image of the figure and its head, which once again, it's a very nice figure. Then we got its chest, hand, and tail. And then, oh, here we go, the price, $60. That's what I thought. But it's probably gone up a lot, because I got this when it came out. So, God. Oh my God. That's almost 6 years ago, I believe. Then we just have some Japanese characters. And then the other side is basically the opposite side, which I already showed you. Just, this one's more of a side image. So, oh yeah, in the top. And then I guess they put a caution on there, just don't give it to babies. It literally says babies, not like toddlers. And then another picture of the figure. So, once again, I really love the box. It's actually really cool. But But yeah, let's get to shrikethorn. Now, this really, and I mean really, matches with any Bandai vinyl you have. It could be anything. I would say it has a little bit more color because it costs more money. Probably more nowadays, especially. But this totally fits in with your Bandai vinyls, and I really was surprised to figure out that SH Figure Arts was involved in making this. But yeah, for the sculpt, it's actually extremely accurate. It's got every individual spine. It's got spines on the tail, which is my favorite part of the figure, actually. It's actually really cool looking. On the shoulders, the head, which have every individual little thorn. Then we have the elbows. And that's really about it with spines. Oh, here we have it on his hips. But as you can see, they're all individually sculpted. Very nice. The base color, because it's basically just a brown. Here you got his teeth, which are very nice and jutted out. And they kind of got a bone white going in them. Its mouth, it's kind of the Pacific Rim Kaiju blue, if that makes sense, because I feel like every Pacific Rim Kaiju has some sort of blue on it, mostly. So yeah, you can see inside the mouth, it's got a very metallic blue, and it's got basically that just kind of running through its body, maybe like veins or something, and then some blue highlights, even in the tail. It's kind of hard to see, and the back, which is pretty easy to see. Then we have some orange, because really, why not? I think it just makes the little details pop out. Then the head's got like a maroon on the top. And basically the face. And then you got the eyes, which are pretty cool. Reminds me of maybe an insect of some sort. Then we have some kind of gray for like the thighs, I can see. Legendary 2018. Bandai 2018. So once again, this is a really cool figure if you're into Pacific Rim. I totally recommend getting it. I mean, it's probably twice as much now, but I think it will still be worth it if you really like Pacific Rim. I'm going to compare it to some figures and just wrap up this video. So here he is compared to a NECA Godzilla 2014, because usually with comparisons, I try to think what will match kind of best for the figure that I'm comparing it to. But once again, I'm not really too into Pacific Rim that much. Like I've watched the movies. Uprising I've actually watched twice, and all the other movies I've only watched once, and I think there's only 2 other movies. But I try to find figures that kind of match the aesthetic of the figure that I'm comparing it to. But with this one, I didn't really have anything. And the other figure is a Bandai Movie Monster Series 2021 Kong. By the way, I know this was all the rage back in my day. But I would love to see crossover of Legendary Godzilla and Pacific Rim. I think that would be great. But yeah, I think this matches well with NECA now that I'm looking at it. There's definitely significantly less articulation, but once again, it really matches well with Bandai. So, yeah, with that, if you enjoyed the video, please, please, please like and subscribe. Of course, if you enjoy the content, because if you don't. And with that, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.